Hello everybody and welcome back to Subsistence. It's been a little while since I've made a Subsistence video. Apologies for that, life goes on. However, I thought I would get back into it by getting back onto the challenges. And the second challenge that I've come up with is the sweater challenge. It's quite difficult to come up with things in Subsistence because it is quite dependent on BCUs and power and mass and that sort of thing. And as you can see from the first challenge, the rope challenge, can be done without any of that. I believe that the sweater challenge can also be done without the use of power and mass. However, for the purposes of this playthrough and this challenge, I am going to use a base and a BCU. But let me just start off by showing you the selection I have here. So normal mode, hunters will be enabled with revenge attacks only. I'm going to start in October for reasons I'll go into in a minute, and I'm going to set days per year to 365 to stretch October out as long as I can. So let me just start that game off. Okay, so here we are with all the usual. Just sort this out. Now you'll notice I'm playing in, ooh, we get an apple, in single player mode, and the reason for that is, let's just put this down here. It's handy having a match and some bullets. Yes, the reason I wanted to start in October, where are we? We're up high wherever we are. And there's a wolf. Because it's cotton season, and obviously we are going to need cotton. Let's see if we can get some wood while I'm talking, and then we'll get down off this hill. I'm not sure whether cotton spawns from the beginning of September, and as the object of the exercise here is to get a sweater as soon as possible. Oh Lord. I want to give myself the maximum possible chance, yes you sniff, of finding cotton, and it makes kind of sense to do that in cotton season. Let me try and get around some of these animals. Yes, so if, don't need biofuel at the moment, if cotton doesn't start spawning until halfway through September, which I suspect is the case, that would be quite a few game days wasted. So that's why I thought I would start in October. Now that might turn out to be a mistake, particularly because obviously rutting season happens around October time. Now, I don't think we're there. Oh, we are there, so we are in rutting season too. Be careful of that then. Now, what's my strategy? Well, obviously at the moment I'm just trying to avoid all these animals. They seem to be absolutely everywhere. And figure out exactly where I am. I think it's because of the season. Obviously as you go through the seasons the look of the game changes. But we are actually in the valley, I believe, which is kind of nice. I want it to be central, and I like the valley because it's kind of easy to see things, although in the long grass that doesn't really help. I'm not going to put my axe away just yet because we need to get quite a lot of wood. But I appreciate running around with an axe in my face is not really conducive to being able to see what I'm doing. So thank you all for the comments on the last challenge that I did, the rope challenge. I should mention I didn't do very well. Luck was not with me. If I'd have managed to get 5 sinew off either of the cougars I shot, I would have done a lot better. But unfortunately it was not to be, so that extended out another day. However, it would not have made much difference. Ooh. Can't squeeze through that gap. Maybe we can. There's a box down there. Can't get that. Box there we might be able to get. Yeah, it wouldn't have made much difference in the scale of things, simply because I know Dave, who plays on my server with me, succeeded in getting 3 ropes on the first day. That's essentially day 0. Do that. Yes, so even if I had had better luck in the game, it would not have helped me to win the challenge. Also, That's Hockey, I think his name was. I haven't got it in front of me, unfortunately. Also beat me. So everybody beat me. So that's fine. I mean, the whole idea of these challenges is to improve everybody's gameplay and to give you a renewed interest in picking the game up. Try and find new things to do with it. I see the crate on top, but I'm a bit worried about that bear that's very close to the rock there. So initially my plan is we're going to get a BCU down as quickly as we can. And the reason we want a BCU down as quickly as we can is to start building up power and mass to make a plant bed. Also, the reason I've chosen single player and not a co-op game save is because when you put a BCU down in single player, you get a free lockpick. And I'm kind of hoping that in that crate we're going to get the 10 cotton, or at least 3 cotton seeds, and at least 3 sinew, because we need a rope. So chances of that happening pretty slim. But if we get any cotton seeds in it, and you know what I'm like for cotton seeds, I just don't find them. So the chances of getting 3 cotton seeds, or more correctly 4 cotton seeds, in our first lock crate, I think pretty slim. Has that bear wandered off now? I think that might be him up there. Let's see if we can get this one. I'm going to be a little bit careful because I don't want to waste my time having to make an antidote if I were to get infected. Not really sure that helped. Regards to base location, I don't think it really matters, so I think what I'm probably going to do is put it somewhere around this lake, probably on the other side. Too many animals over this side. And we're going to get that down as fast as I can. Obviously to do that we're going to need some nails, and so far I haven't actually found a builder crate, have we? Lots of animals, not many crates. There was that builder crate over the other side, which I couldn't get to easily. But yeah, I'm sure we'll find them soon enough. Right, let's bore you all with some more wood chopping. I'm going to need quite a lot of this because obviously we're going to need a fire. And if I'm getting a plant bed before I get a wood burner, that means we're going to be keeping the fire going a lot more than we otherwise would. See some scrap. Being a little bit wary here because animals do tend to hide behind trees. I also want to try and make sure I don't miss any cotton if there's a cotton plant lying about anywhere. We needs it. We are also going to need food, and I haven't seen a single chicken yet. listening as I go, just in case there's a clucking somewhere. A couple of wolves over there, which is annoying because that's the direction I was going to go. Some nails, at least 8. 2 more for a foundation. Actually start making some of this, I think. And we're going to have to keep our stats up. So what else do we do? Yeah, 12 nails now. So yeah, we've got to keep going for now. Don't need to worry about a fire starter just yet. But I will need a collection of them because I'm not going to be hanging around stoking the fire all day. Bear up there. So yeah, the idea of the challenge is obviously ooh, hello chicken, is to see how quickly you can start from a known position, be it a fresh save game or not. Oh, chicken. I mean, if you wanted to carry... Ooh, cottonseed. Nice. If you wanted to carry on with a previous... Ooh. You know, a previous game, like if you did the rope challenge and you wanted to carry on with that game, there's no reason not to do that. You've already invested time into getting the rope. Come on, chicken, stop. Oh, 2 chickens. Okay, well, I need the crates, so I'm going to have to go back. Try and get these. Lovely. We'll get that foundation made, because if I do get chased by a wolf, as I have done before in the hardcore series that I did, as I'm running away from the wolf, I can put the foundation down and run over the top of it, which is kind of neat. Handy way of getting rid of a wolf, even if a little bit, I'm loath to say cheaty, but you know, if it works, do it kind of thing, isn't it? You stay up there, that's a good wolf. Now at the moment I'm not going to be throwing anything away, because I just don't know how long this is going to take. It'd be interesting to see how long it takes, but at the moment I need to prepare in such a way as I can continue. So things like the tomato seed, for instance. Come on, chicken. Stop running. Oh wow, they don't half run, don't they? I'll get a bow and arrow going as soon as we can, and that will solve that problem. We've got 1 feather, so that's okay. And put that over there. We need 5 sticks. And we should be good on that. Actually, we're going to need some for the arrow as well, so I'll do another one. So I'll get 2 arrows with that. Ooh, animals. With that 1 feather. And then if we can find those chickens again, we'll make sure we get a chicken first, and that'll give us the ability to make more arrows. See a blueberry down there. Alright, put that on there and make 2 arrows. Now, where did you go, chicken? I see you. One by a wolf. That's not very handy. Can't see you in the grass. Get the builder crate first and see if that chicken will wander a little bit further away. That's it. Come away from Mr. Wolf. You gonna stop walking? No. Okay, so now we're out of arrows. And unfortunately both chickens survived. That's okay. We'll do that. Make a couple more. I'm a little bit surprised I haven't seen more chickens. I haven't seen any rabbits yet, which is kind of odd. So it looks like in this this gameplay start we've got lots of bears, lots of wolves and very few small game. Okay. And the builder crate there. I'll get this one first and see if that wolf will wander off a little bit. I don't think I'm going to be using medicinal seeds, but I'll hang on to it for now. Look the other way. No, not this way. The other way. Turn around. That's not really turning round, is it? Oh, don't turn around. Okay. So yeah, lots of wolves and bears, all kind of in the wrong places. And I see a piece of cotton. And it was a piece of cotton. That's okay. I don't mind whether I get seeds or cotton. Seeds will have to be grown and that takes time. If I could just find 10 cotton plants, we'd kind of be there. So I'm okay with that. As for base location, again, it doesn't really matter. I'm sort of hoping this game is not going to drag on, but I really don't think I'm going to be able to do it in a single episode without cutting out so much that you kind of lose the continuity of it. So I know there's very often a bear spawns back here, which could be really annoying, but I do think that's quite a good location for a simple base. So I'm going to put that there. It does mean hunters are going to be coming fishing, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, I mean, what I could do is build it high enough to get over the brush here, but then I'm going to need steps as well, and haven't really got time for all of that nonsense. So I think I'm going to put it about there. I can jump onto it from here, and that should give us a fishing spot if I need it. Now, obviously we're going to need a roof of some point, which is 410. We've got plenty of those, just need planks, and obviously a wall to support it. Don't think we really need a windowed wall, so that's going to be that. So yeah, just lots of planks. So what I'm going to do is convert all of that into planks, and that into cordage, and then I'm going to go and chop a load of trees. Now I won't bore you with the tree chopping because, as I say, I need to try and squeeze as much as I can into this episode, so I will bring you back in a couple of minutes when I've got a load of logs. Okay, welcome back everybody. So I managed to get a rabbit. I did finally see a rabbit, and I thought I saw another one, but he ran off before I could actually tell whether it was a chicken or a rabbit. I didn't see the green bar. I thought he ran up here somewhere, but I'm not seeing him. Bear hiding in the wood up there. So I haven't gone too mad on the wood. I managed to get 75, which should keep us going for a little while at least. No sign of whatever it was. Again, I've been keeping my eye open for cotton, but I haven't seen any. And I did make the sticks for a fire, which of course we're going to need. We do have a match, and can make a biofuel. I need one more for another biofuel, and we know we're going to need a wall. Now I'm a bit loath to put a door up, simply because jumping into a door can be a bit troublesome, so we're going to leave that until we can do steps as well. And just keeping my eye open here for, well, anything really. Berries, scrap. We can make the BCU, which we need to get up as quickly as possible. Not a lot here. So let's get our roof on. Yeah, I think that side's probably as good as any. Get the fire down, and get those cooked, hopefully before they go off. Oops. Bit of a nightmare to get into, isn't it? Right, and now normally I wouldn't place the BCU so early, simply because, you know, obviously the base is nowhere near defensible at the moment, but we do have a good couple of days before any hunters spawn in, hopefully, and it does mean I get my lockpick, and it does mean we start building up power and mass, because ultimately we want to get on with one of these. So 500, 100 is easily within our reach, and then we can get our cottonseed planted, and that should help enormously with, well, working towards what we need. Now, I don't have very much in terms of scrap, and obviously we're getting through the nails rapidly, so I want to be a little bit cautious how much I develop. And I'm going to eat the chicken. Well, actually I think we need them all. But, let's get the water on the fire anyway. Yeah, we need that as well. And another berry. And probably another water. But it is night time now. It is incredibly difficult to get out and about at night. A, at this time of year it's going to get cold, and as you can see I have no clothes on. And B, obviously animals. It's quite difficult at night to see the animals. You know, every black blob looks like an animal. But because this is a challenge, and I'm time limited. Just going to have another water. I think I'm going to have to at least go and have a wander around the local area. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Yes. So, let's have a quick shifty round. I went over that way. Let's see if we can find anything over this way that isn't snarling with big teeth. And that frightened the devil out of me. I would kind of like to get a storage crate down, but in terms of the challenge that I'm doing, it doesn't really matter, because if I die, it's going to set me back, and I'm probably just going to restart the challenge, to be honest. But we'll worry about that if and when it happens as to how I deal with it. Oh, animals everywhere. So something that was mentioned, well, way back when I first started making videos, or near the start of my making videos, was, I think it was someone called Akatami, suggested, is it possible to see cotton using the glow stick? Because it's kind of like ultraviolet, and does cotton stand out and shine out at you? And the answer is no, it doesn't. I have sort of tried this before. It doesn't stand out any more than any other white flowers do. So no, that doesn't help. I'm just going to keep it out for a minute because obviously it might help you guys. It actually doesn't help me. I actually find it more difficult wandering around with a glow stick. But you see these flowers here, they do kind of stand out with this light. They sort of leap out of the dark at you. But because they do as well, that means it doesn't help with cotton, because cotton is just another plant. So it's a shame. It would be kind of nice if that was a special little trick you could use, but it isn't. It doesn't help. So yeah, everything looks like cotton when you're looking for cotton. So normally I would change that and I would use a yellow light, which I think is a little more helpful. But again, if I wasn't recording, I wouldn't use anything. I would just rely on my limited vision in this light. And I'm actually not seeing anything. And yeah, we're starting to take cold damage now, so that's not going to help, unfortunately. So we're going to have to wait until it warms up a bit. I will keep topping the fire up. Can we make a crate? We can if we have 5 more planks. Okay then, we'll have 5 more planks. So yeah, overnight I'm going to make a storage crate. I drop off this stuff, and then in the morning we're going to be hungry. Not much I can do about that. I'll keep the berry as long as I can, but inevitably we're going to have to eat that. And then we'll get cracking as soon as the sun comes up, and we'll get out there and see if we can find a lock crate, maybe on the saddle or at the top of the valley here, and hope that we get what we need, which is essentially 3 sinew, and well, we've essentially got 4 cotton now once I've grown that seed, so 2 more cotton seeds. That would be good. And for the first time I've just seen a shadow flying over there. You can see that on the rocks. So I think that's the eagle in the moonlight. The moon is up there. Don't see the eagle, but that answers the question, does the eagle fly at night? I didn't think it did, but the fact that we've just seen that shadow would kind of indicate that it is flying around at night. Anyway, I'll bring you back in the morning when we can get out and do some looting. And welcome back, everybody. So, as you can see, the sun is just rising. I've just chopped a little bit of wood to top the fire up, so I don't have to use what's in the crate, which I've set up here. So you can see we have a 1 cottonseed and 1 cotton. That's 3 effectively once we've grown it, 4, so we need 2 more cotton seeds and we'll be good. Sinew is the other thing. Now I've made a few more arrows, as you can see. We're not in the best of health. Water's about the only thing we're good on, so I need to try and find some small animals. If all else fails, we could always shoot a wolf, but I'm a little bit hesitant to do that. They can be tricky. Ooh. You're going to go away, bear? No, you're not going to go away. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll go away. You going to turn around? No. So I thought we'd head up this way today, towards the saddle, and then do a circuit around the top of the valley. Gives us 2 good chances really of finding a lock crate. And as for the contents, well, we get what we get. There is a method. There is a naughty method, especially in single player, which I will attempt to demonstrate at the end of the video, if I remember. But in single player you can actually manipulate. Well, that's perhaps not the right word. You can save your game before you open the crate, and as long as you've switched off game autosave, you can just keep reloading and reopening the same crate until you get what you want. I'll be honest, I've never tried it. It always seems like way too much hassle for the benefits, and that's not, in my opinion, not really playing the game. Ooh, bear, go away. So yeah, it's not something I would generally do, and for that reason I'm not going to do it in this playthrough. But if you were determined to beat whatever time I managed to set in the challenge, that's one method you could perhaps employ to speed things up. I'm still scouring the horizon for cotton. Not to mention small animals, which we're kind of getting desperate for. That's kind of handy. Not seeing a locked crate. It can actually spawn sort of anywhere around these rocks, and right down there onto the saddle, so I'm not panicking just yet. But every crate I find seems to be defended by something. Well, okay, not every crate I find, but a lot of the crates I find. At the moment I'm not bothering with grub trees. I'm kind of hoping not to have to do any fishing. Because this is a challenge, and because fishing is very time consuming. It wastes good loot time. But in a normal game obviously it is an important aspect of the game. Right, let's have a run down to the bottom end of the saddle if we can. Again, definite lack of small animals. They are all of the large variety. See a potato there. And it was a seed. Doing well on nails. Might be able to expand our base, which I hadn't actually planned on doing. But we will need something to put the plant bed on, so it's kind of handy. And see the piece of fibre up there, I don't know if you saw that. But, I don't think we're going to be desperate for fibres. Not yet, anyway. I'll pick them up if I'm passing them, but I'm not going to go out of my way for them just yet. I'm trying to do a lot of walking. Several reasons. One, it gives the game time to spawn things in, specifically cotton plants. And two, obviously, statistics are not very good. Definite lack of any small animals, isn't there? The problem is if you get desperate for protein to a point where you're thinking, well, maybe I'll have to shoot a wolf, by the time you get to that point, you don't have enough stamina to be able to do the run and shoot thing. So you don't want to leave it too long. No, I'm not seeing a lock crate here at all. Oh, hello rabbit. Where are you running to? Did you go left or right? That's the question. Vanished. They always run away in a straight line and then they do a 90-degree either to the left or to the right. But because he went over the brow of the hill, I couldn't see which way he went. Okay, I think we would have seen him if he'd have gone this way. So we have to assume he went the other way. That was a guess. Couldn't actually see him. Okay, so that was a bust. So I don't really want to go back up the route we've just come, because we know there's no lock crate up there. On the other hand, going back over the ground you've just covered can often reveal crates, because you travelled over it, therefore the game spawns stuff in. Piece of scrap there, I wouldn't mind. Now where did that bear go to? there's definitely a bear here. I wonder if that was him or is that another one. Ugh. If I go up, you go up. If I go down, you go down. Doing the dance. No, definitely no lock crates. There is a, so it looks like a builder crate on the top there. Now there is a way up onto that one, provided it's not obscured by animals. Very often there's a wolf around here. Yeah, there he is up there. So if you follow this path kind of all the way round, there we go. Don't see any lock crates. You can actually get down this way. Follow that path, but unfortunately you don't seem to be able to get back up that way, which is a bit of a nuisance. Right, in terms of timescale, we're not doing awfully well here, are we? So we're about halfway into day 2. I was really hoping to have done a little better. It doesn't help the fact that we're not seeing very many small animals. As you can see by my stamina, it's taken a bit of a hit. So I'll charge up on veg and hope to find some more chickens and rabbits as we go round into the valley. But the lock crate on this bank can actually be anywhere. It can even be over the top here. Just a case of keeping your eye on the ground and hoping to spot it before you walk into a wolf. Or a bear. Yeah. I see a crate down there. It's not a lock crate. So, no cotton, and no critters. Well, the match is handy. Lots of fibre. I don't really want to go that way. Right, let's go back over to chicken country. Over here. See if we can find some food. I have a feeling he's going to walk this way. Yep, he did. Yeah, chook. There's all the chickens gone. Here's one. I don't know if if you're doing the same as me, but I'm scouring the horizon because it's easier to see plants and things at a distance. Not necessarily before they load in, but they tend to stand out more when they're further away from you. When you're right on top of them, they sort of blend in and better camouflaged. So, like these, I was sort of hoping that we would see a cotton, but medicinals are good as well. Oh, there's one. And that's a cotton as well, which is fine. Oh, just saw him just too late. Well, I know he didn't come this way, so he must have gone the opposite direction. Well, that's dinner sorted at least. It's interesting that once you've found a cotton plant, it seems to be quite a long time before you'll see another one. So I'm thinking they don't sort of spawn in like loot bags do, you know, where it's like spread over the server, there are 16 or whatever. I'm thinking it's more likely they spawn in some form of timing, so between plants. So now that we've found and picked one, the timer will restart before we can find another one, which you may or may not see. Don't know. It's interesting. It would be interesting to know how they spawn. I think the most I've ever found on the same day, or at least the same loot trip, is 3. And I've had to cover quite some distance to find those 3. I didn't want him to get too far up towards that wolf. So I can spot these plants a mile off, unless they're cotton, in which case they just seem to disappear into the surroundings. So you can see the fibre there, and another fibre there, another fibre over there, but no cotton. medicinal there. I'm picking up all the ammo bags and things, and like I say, I don't know how this challenge is going to pan out, so I figure it's best to collect everything, because you don't really know what you're going to need. So if I don't manage to complete the challenge by the time the hunters are fully in the game, for example, I'm going to need the ability to defend myself, or maybe even attack them, but that's unlikely. So I figured just best everything I see I'll collect, and if I don't need it, well, hey, doesn't matter. Come on, Cotton, where are you? I'm liking the blueberries, although they do, as you see, they do spoil quite quickly. The advantage, if you're not aware, is that if you keep eating them, then obviously the stack just degrades, so that green bar is going down and down and down. But if it gets to the bottom and I don't eat it, then the new stack that it forms, a stack of 4 in this case, it would have a full health bar. So sometimes it's better to just let the top one disappear. Ooh, and it broke as well, I think. Yeah. And there's a moose. We don't have a shotgun, so I'm not even going to attempt the moose. And I only have 1 arrow left anyway. Should have got that rabbit. Just looking for cotton again on the sides here. I think that's our rabbit. And a blueberry, kind of like that. There's another one. Oh, and he ran off as well. Just moved as I shot the arrow. I didn't see where that rabbit ran off to, either of them, to be honest. So there's one over there. That's way too close to Mr. Moose. We've got a few for now. I think that's probably more than I'll be able to eat anyway, so I think we'll let him go. I am going to need some more wood. Oh, I didn't really want that moose to come this way. Oh, there you are. Get out of here before the moose smells us. Okay. He's kind of going the way I want to go, isn't he? Let's see if we can get in behind him. Where did the moose go? Can't see him. Yeah, I think we'll ignore that ammo bag. Got a moose to our left somewhere. It is angry moose season. Wolf to the right. I don't actually know where that moose went. He might have despawned. But I don't want to take that chance. We got a couple of feathers. That'll do. In fact, I'll do all three. So, as you can see, we are already losing the sun. The days fly by, and whilst we will be able to, hopefully, make our plant bed, I don't really have anywhere near the amount of stuff that I was hoping to have. Not least of all because we couldn't find a locked crate. Now there is a lock crate spawn over here, somewhere in this forest. But it's incredibly difficult to find because it's almost always in the deep grass. What was I looking at? Scrap, yeah. We can afford to make one of those. And I won't make anything else just yet. Ooh, hello. Oh, now we're seeing all the animals. I think making the plant bed is more important than making a platform to put it on. So we'll go and do that first. And fill our belly with all this food. I'm really expected to find another piece of cotton. Not sure why, the timing just seemed about right. But it is not to be. Okay. Let's get some food cooked. And put our one match on. One log's not really going to do it. Oh, actually, we just make a fire brick, I think. We're definitely going to need planks. So let's just grab all of that for now. Oh, making a fire brick, and never mind. That for later. Can't remember how many it is. 10 planks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. And 8 cordage and 6 nails. Actually, I'll do it that way. We need 8 cordage. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 6 nails. Okay, we don't need those. Got more seeds than we know what to do with. Keep the fire brick for now, I think. I have that? Oh, that was cordage, wasn't it? Okay, right, let's get going with these things. So I think I'll do the rabbits first, simply because they give you a slightly better boost. And we still don't have... oh, we might actually have just enough for a t-shirt, but it's not going to help us an enormous amount, I don't think. Right, so it's dark once again. This video is running on a little bit. By the time I've cut out some of the boring bits, we're still going to be approaching an hour, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the episode there. We'll call that episode 1 of the sweater, or jumper as I call it, challenge. I'm going to feed myself up and get food and watered and catch up on everything, and I will see you again in episode 2, where hopefully we'll be able to get the plant bed down, get our seeds planted and find some more cotton, and then we just need to worry about a piece of rope. So inevitably I think that's going to be a moose, which means we're going to need a shotgun and lots of arrows. So I will try to prepare all that ready for the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little run around, try and forage, and a few explanations along the way. Meanwhile, take care of yourselves. I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.